keep telling Ghana for say, and I keep telling this government. You see, I know Rebecca say, oh, NDC ba power no. This is the Electoral Commission. There are people who voted. There are people who are still paying taxes. There are people who need a representative to represent them in the Parliament of Ghana. It is not their doing that they don't have a member of parliament. Their job as citizens is to follow the law, is to pay their taxes and vote. Now, they have done all these things as citizens. It is left with the Electoral Commission, who has been given the mandate to conduct elections and pronounce the winner. So at this point, who is supposed to be sacked? Who is the incompetent one? Who is not supposed to even come? Because when we give you a job, we expect you to produce answers or results. Yamawe Juma said, your only job as the EC, Jane Mensah and Bosman Asare, is to conduct elections, declare the results, and walk. For 5 months, if an electoral commission is still asking for protection, abroad till date, no electoral officer from the electoral commission headquarters have been attacked or has been attacked, then it means it's a deliberate move by the EC not to declare the elections. And I believe, say, if Jane Mensah is not going to declare the elections, the president needs to be petitioned that she cannot do her job, and then she needs to be sacked. This alone, for her refusing to declare the elections, because you cannot tell me it is because of security protection. The police on several occasions, Akache Jane Mensah and EC said, they are ready and willing to provide all the necessary protection. But every single day, Jane Mensah and EC for they try to create an impression, say they are sitting in turmoil. The reason why they cannot declare the elections is because the math was done. The manipulation was done. They knew they were going to hand over the elections to the NPP candidate. Now that ambassador, they are finding it difficult because they don't have the real numbers to prove, say, the NPP candidate won the elections. Because now when they declare the elections, the question will be, say, where did you get the numbers? There isn't even the original pink sheet to declare the elections from. So how are you declaring the elections? If you don't have the original pink sheet, how do you go ahead to declare elections? It means you are declaring the elections for the wrong person. Now, if the EC wants to be transparent enough for people not to have issues with her and her dog called Bosman Asaria, for the past 5 months, the EC should or could have said, say, they don't want any chaos because Yatuaba, not Kevin Taylor winnie. The people who voted for Kevin Taylor, they will still come back and vote for Kevin Taylor. So what is preventing Jane Mensah from conducting another election at Ablekuma North, which is more easier, which will take less than 24 hours, which will take less resource? What is stopping her? Because at this point, there's too much controversy about who won and who lost. So if there's too much controversy, if there are issues with pink sheet, if people are saying they won and they didn't win, what do you have to do? To prevent the chaos and prevent people from attacking each other, go to the basics and reconduct the elections at Ablekuma North. What is stopping her? What is stopping her is that before the elections, they had already taken money. They had already made plans that the election is for Ablekuma North MPP candidates. So I believe, say, the woman is not qualified to fill this position. Over the years, election be our conduct Tibiano. She has not been able to basically conduct the elections to the level we have always wanted. We saw Charlotte say, we saw Afarijan. We have seen elections conducted in a smooth, fluid manner. Election bia Jane Mensah and Bosman Asare ehedi biano. There's been chaos. The people have been shot. The declaration has been, as we speak today, there are so many seats that have been declared, all because the electoral commissioner is not capable. She's not competent. So, answer to this problem is simple. There are two things. Either the EC conducts new elections or Ablekuma North, or we petition the president for the EC to be sacked based on her incompetence. Because you see, the EC has failed on all fronts. 7 elections, 7 constituencies as we speak today. As we speak, they have not been declared. How do we live? How do we move on as a nation? And it has all been hijacked by this witch. Oko kana asema yesi en kana asem adentira na busuani ne eye bola bed. Maame na waka nanim esi se bola bed no Rebecca Ekufuado. Ekufuado de ba ye or MPP for nipa itima me en kana asem. This woman is being paid for not working. Jane Mensah, Bosman Asare, they are being paid for not doing any job. Because a government worker and a Kora office and for 5 months, what they is expected of them, they have not been able to deliver. Why are we still supposed to keep that person there? If for 5 solid months, 7 constituencies, declaration has not come, then we don't need these people at the Electoral Commission. Because for 7 months, Jane Mensah, Bosman Asare, and those idiots have been drawing salaries. We have been paying them their full salary. We have been paying taxes. They have been taking the taxes. They have been taking care of themselves. As we speak today, they have not been able to deliver. So why is this witch still at the EC? So there are 2 things we should do. It's either the EC redo the elections, reorganize the elections, or we petition the presidency that this woman cannot do the job. Because 5 months, 6 months, 7 electoral areas. Yatia, how many MPs? 7 constituencies, how many MPs? How can we move forward as a nation? How can we as a people, how can we move forward? A petition needs to be sent to the presidency. We need to petition the president and tell the president, you know something, apart from the breaches, contractual breaches, any the scandals, the woman herself, the woman and Bosman Asare, the 2 people have not been able to deliver. Intiga Prez Mahama ba power. Obetina power yi. Ono onye adwuma bia ono ade okan ye onye mu ba akokra na 5 months Prez Mahama ti Jubilee House ho na yetua ne ka ekọ the statement anka dia asem na obeka. Do you know how much Jane Mensah takes every month? Do you know how much salary Bosman Asare takes every month? Do you know how much these people are paid every single month? They are taking millions of Ghana cedis. So why are we making these people waste our money, not doing the job, and we still entertaining these fools? And anytime I catch a Ghana for say, Jane Mensah, Bosman Asare, these MPP surrogates are supposed to leave. Ablekuma North. Now, to be very fair, to be very honest, 7 constituencies won't been declared. Why don't you just come out and tell Ghana for say, you know something? I've not been able to declare 7 constituencies. I want to do a rerun. That's all. That's all. What is so difficult about that? 7 constituencies, they are in contention. I cannot declare them. I want us to redo the elections there. It is simple as that. What is stopping her from doing that? 7 solid constituencies. You can just release a statement one day and say, you know something, I don't want any of these constituencies to have some contention and some misinformation surrounding whoever has won or lost. I want these 7 constituencies, I want us to rerun the elections again. Because the people who voted in these constituencies, they are still alive. They have not gone anywhere. They are still in Ghana. They have seen whatever is happening. And if they are willing to vote, why don't you give them the opportunity to go back to the ballot, go back to the polls and vote? Why are we sitting there entertaining this woman and this group of issues? The reason is they don't have the original pink sheet. They don't have it. And we saw a video of the returning officer telling Ghana for say, there is no original pink sheet at Ablekuma North. If there's no original pink sheet, then you don't need to ask for protection. You need to rerun the elections because so asking for protection, it does not change the fact to say the election have been tainted. It's Jane Mensah. It is not about protection we need. It's about you conducting a clean, clear election again. This is what the returning officer said.
Good evening, media. I hope you've all seen what is going on. Yesterday, we were left with 7 polling stations to go. We came today. We've been able to do 4 out of the 7. So we are left with 3 more. We brought our presiding officers here. Statement of pool and declaration.
It does not matter the military coming. It's about how diligent and how and transparent the election is. Right now, the election, Ablekuma North, any other constituencies, it has been tainted. No amount of protection and a big cleaning election up. So the only way we all will have clear conscience to live in Ablekuma North is to rerun the elections. Is to go back and do the elections again and conduct the elections again and count. And then declare who won Ablekuma North. How difficult is this? Adewe DNA di wom. And the Jemensa before way. Jimmy way MP before Batina so and Kwasiasam Jemensa move what is a Traore. Now soldier forecast 30 the chi Kwasiafo way. They are basically not better than teachers in Ghana. Jemensa and Bosman Asare, Omunya better than police form in Ghana. They are not better than nurses in Ghana. They are not better than any civil servant. And Kwasiafo way are the same civil servant. We treated Jemensa to say Oyanyanko Pong. Kwasiasam no Ghana Hana na OD. Ombe box mukwana on my answer who won the elections in 2020. Kwasiaba Wekachi said she's not going to do it. And we got people at the Supreme Court protecting this criminal. Now we have gotten to that point where she needs to do her job. She's not doing the job. And I didn't Jimmy to and yes, so because Ghana for we are timid. I'm going to say is in your treasure to Mudadada because this woman is not doing shit. And we are paying her money. We are giving her money. Nebati American or bought drugs. Kwasiaba and Yatiana Ghana for Madi Edianiko Bibe di Kroja Bindi. Or the Neba to America. And an Neba Cars. And an Ebanity Hostel. And an Ebanity America Eco School. And on Kwasiano, we're holding call for life. We're holding call for life at a standstill. And Yatigana and Yaka say Nyaminti. Obia Jimmy Yewuzo Jimiana. This lady will mess this country up. Let's get rid of her as the EC boss. Mompamono. She is not supposed to be sitting there. Bossman Asare or another foolish fool. They can do the job. Let's get rid of these dumbheads. These are people you're home for 8 years. Why are we still entertaining them? We don't need any declaration under security. We need a rerun. 7 constituencies now we need a rerun. Go and conduct new elections. MPP we know winning. NDC we know winning. Nobody are going to fear. Because to date, as Menotiano, nobody believes any of the results out there. Obianjindi. The best thing to do is come clean the